Let's take a look at Power Query and Power BI and see how powerful it is when it comes to transforming data in 2025. First off, we have use sample data. If you click this, go to load sample data, and when you do that, this is going to give us the sample data we need to be able to show you what Power Query does. Now, as you can see here, it opens this. I'm going to click financials. This will show a table with all the financial information. We don't need to worry about sheet one for now. But to get into Power Query from here, we're going to click Transform Data because Power Query is a transformative tool that transforms your data, right? So we open that, and that brings up Power Query. As you can see, Power Query has some very cool stuff. It says my data is 24 days old. I haven't had it this long, so we're just going to click refresh for fun. I don't know what's going on there, guys. But one of my favorite features of Power Query is this little view feature. As you can see, you can kind of see what your data looks like, how many unique values you have, and it's really helpful for figuring out, for instance, what's going on. And then if you click a column, you can see the actual value distribution within that column. Keep in mind it's only sampled to 1,000 rows, so you will want to make sure you click this little button at the bottom here and profile for an entire data set if you'd like to do that. In this case, it doesn't really matter, but it shows you just the power of Power Query. So here, one of the best features, profiling your data. You really have to know what's going on with your data. As you can see values, the counts in the data. We have 202, 109. We go over here, we can see these counts and the percentages, 42%, 100%, 100, 14%. Now, you have to use a tooltip to see those values, but it just gives you that profiling of your data. The goal is to kind of bring stuff together when it comes to this. That's one great feature of Power Query is you can just go in there and profile your data very quickly. And this really sets itself apart. You'll see things like Snowflake that do similar things. Power Query within the BI interface lets you profile your data. You may see things like Tableau Prep that does a little bit more on a different way, it does profiling. Well, in Power Query, they build it right into Power BI, so it's right there for you. So you have all this information that you have, the count, the errors, the empties, the stinks, the uniques, the nons, the zeros, the mins, the maxes, the averages, and all this jazz here. It kind of lets you get an idea of what's going on. Maybe you want to know, okay, maybe you want to have a column like this. Well, you need to know if the column is actually good to use, has these things in it. There's no nulls, there's no empty values, so you can maybe join on it and do different things there. And another one will show you how to join on data. But I just want to show you guys this cool feature in Power Query. I think this is a wow moment for me coming from a data world, Tableau, Snowflake, and being able to see this very quickly and just being able to see the breakdown of data and the power of this view over here. Now you can do different things and shut these columns off under the View tab by doing this, but it just gives you a really good idea of what's going on. You can even shut this formula bar off and look at it that way. But as you can see, it just gives you a really good idea of what's going on with your data, how things are interconnected, and really getting an idea of what your values are. Maybe Excel could have this someday. I don't know. It would be a good feature for Excel in the future to maybe allow this, even though that's not Excel's place. But I think this is something that Excel could benefit from in the far off future. You have different things like changing stuff like this just to get a little better view, but it really does a lot for you. This is the power of Power Query and being able to profile your data.